Martin. I will be delivering a speech today on adopting a puppy. We'll go over the options, preparing for the puppy, and also the rewards that adopting will bring you. First of all, there's a phrase I found. Dogs are not our whole lives, but they make our lives whole. This is especially true for me. Before, I did not have any responsibilities or anything like that, so getting a puppy was just a complete shock and a complete change. My whole life is devoted to the dog and taking care of him. So it's definitely added a lot of value to my life. Adopting a dog is such a rewarding experience, but I've learned that doing my homework is necessary for sure. I didn't know what shots the dog needed and, what kind of food to give him even. I didn't know how much food to give him or whether he needed to have a set bedtime or anything like that. So learning about these things was it did add a lot of knowledge of dog ownership, I guess you would say, to my life, and I feel like that's valuable because I can pass that on to other people. Let's see. So firstly, we'll go over the options. There's rescuing, there's the ASPCA, or just a breeder. So we got our dog from a breeder. He is a Silver Labrador Retriever puppy. We got him when he was 6 weeks old, which I thought was okay, but it turns out that you really want to get a dog who is older, because the longer it can stay with its family, apparently the better. I think looking back at it, I probably would have rescued a dog. Rescuing was my original, the option that I wanted to go with. I wanted an older dog that had already kind of lived through a little bit of his life, maybe 3 or 4 or even older. I really wanted to take care of a dog and see it through its final days. I wanted kind of an old pal that would stay with me. My boyfriend, however, wanted to get a puppy. I don't know if we were really prepared after 1 year of a relationship to get a puppy, but it has strengthened our relationship in ways that I never would have imagined. I mean, we fight a lot more than we used to, but we also seem to come together a lot quicker, because when it is a life that is, in the two of your hands, you kind of have to cooperate and kind of have to, be on the same page, and it's really just crazy how it has changed our relationship. So yeah, those are the options that you can kind of explore. The ASPCA is another great option besides the breeder and the rescue that a lot of people kind of go towards because they have good souls, obviously, to save a life like that. So, secondly, preparing for your puppy. When I moved into my first home, which is the one I'm in now, it was definitely not puppy-proofed. The kitchen, we had to kind of section off at first because there's debris all over the floor. So we had to sweep it out and kind of peel up a little bit of the floor that we knew the dog was going to get into because it's laminate. So preparing all the corners of your home like that, puppy-proofing it, is very similar, I guess, to having a baby. So that's one of the ways you can prepare for your puppy. Also getting the required supplies. I think we went overboard with the toys, but we definitely got what we needed. We need a crate. We got that. A leash, the dog food, maybe like a bowl. You don't necessarily have to get the bowl, but specific bowls, I feel like, really kind of make him part of the family. Let's see. Readying your life and the adjustments necessary. I think this may be the most important part of adopting a puppy, because if you're not mentally ready for the dog, it's not really going to work out. I don't think we were quite ready, but we quickly got ready. I guess you could say we suddenly became very mature, and everything was about the dog and making the dog happy and making sure the dog was taken care of. Long nights. There are a lot of long nights. At first, we were getting up every 20 minutes for the first night, I guess, because he was away from his family, and I guess that was really hard on him, being a little 6-week-old puppy, never been away. So the long nights, and now we only get up once, so it does get better, which is a relief. And we also can't go away. That's another kind of way you don't really think about preparing yourself necessarily for. We can't go on vacation or anything like that unless, I guess, we put him in a kennel, but that's expensive too. It's another way you need to think.